because you understand who you are and where you came from, right? Because you understand that, you will love those who are not like you. You will love people who, in your mind, I've heard this with people. Well, I tried and they're not trying. I've tried and I get nothing back. I went out and tried to reach and they're doing nothing on their part. You know what he's trying to say? Listen, the call of a Christian is to go out to reach and to love with your life before you can ever share the gospel. Because if you're going out trying to share the gospel before you loved people that are unlike you, the gospel will never be shared. You hear me? That's the way we got to understand it. You can't go out and share the gospel before you've loved people that the world has decided is unlovable. Because the world has done it. Whether you like it or not, the world has categorized certain people that aren't worth the time, that aren't worth the effort, that aren't worth to put in all of those things. And Christ says, if that's the way you're going to share the gospel is dead. You love those who are unlike you. You love those who the world has considered unlovable. And then, you know what's so cool? And then you get a right to share the gospel. Because you first did it with your life. Because you first showed love to people who the world has deemed unlovable. That you have understood your right standing with God. Because when you get this, the reason that you have trouble loving the unlovable is because you forgot where you came from. Come on, right? If you remember where you came from, if you remember the view that you too were in the same place, you too have had the same struggles and the same sin, you wouldn't have trouble relating with people who are going through the same thing, right? That are going through the same thing. They don't understand how to get their life right. You can't snap your finger and just tell somebody, get their life right. That's not the way it works, right? That's not how it's supposed to be. That we would understand that we're so thankful for today. We're so thankful that we don't get what we deserve. So thankful that because of Jesus Christ, we're in right standing with him. And we're so thankful that God has showed us who we truly are so we can love people the way they're supposed to be loved. From a position of being humble, from a position of understanding where we stand so that we can love people in the right way, so that we can be the gospel before we share the gospel.